All right, so Portia, so we've heard it all. We've heard Lil Nas's opinion. We've heard BET's reply. We've heard the black delegation's comments. And we've also heard what Kanye said decades ago. What are your thoughts on this whole BET fiasco? No
I
Lupe.
have um I have a lot of thoughts actually.
Hmm.
I have some that are in complete agreement with you, and I also have some that people might not agree with. Before I go any further, Lil Nas X was completely snubbed from any nomination from the
Okay.
BET Awards, correct?
Yes. No
Okay.
nominations at all.
No nominations at all. Okay. This is what I'm about to get into. Yes, it is 100%, 1000%, 1,000,000% homophobic because you cannot say that Lil Nas X is not a part of the culture. He is not a part of bringing a new class, a new generation, bringing in that popularity,
Does
that
he make
space.
music for black people?
Does he make music for black people? I think he does. I'm black.
Okay.
I listen to him.
Okay.
So that by that means I feel like he makes black music, or he makes black music for black people. Now, an unpopular opinion.
Okay.
Only only and this is only we're throwing out the fact that he is black. We are throwing out the fact that he is a gay man.
Okay.
We're going to set those aside for a second.
Okay.
I will say that does Lil Nas X music lean towards hip hop or does it lean towards pop? I would say his music leans towards pop only because it is considered to be in the top 40 contemporary music. That is pop music. I don't care what anybody says, that's pop music. That's not necessarily hip hop. Now, does he make hip hop songs? Yes, 100%. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you should be nominated for hip hop
Okay. So
thing.
can I raise you one? Can I raise you one before you go on? Can I what's the
Yes.
checkmate? This is about to be a checkmate.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I wasn't fully done with my point, but go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Just because this is connected.
Hmm.
Best female R&B and pop artist, one of the nominations is Doja Cat. Best female hip hop artist, one of the nominations is Doja Cat.
And
She's
I
in the same boat as to me as Lil Nas X. She's a
and I
pop
agree
artist.
with
She
you.
is not an R&B artist, and she is not a hip hop artist. However, she's nominated for both.
I 100% agree with you. I agree with that point. It's
Okay.
the same instance as who won a Soul Train award last year,
Lizzo
and
over Ari
Lizzo
Lennox.
over Ari Lennox. That is the same. I mean, not the same thing, but it's the same exact thing. It is
Right.
the same exact thing. Lizzo, I love Lizzo. I love what she stands for, but Lizzo is a pop artist. She makes
Period.
pop music. There's nothing
Period.
soulful or R&B about Lizzo's music. I will say the same thing. It does not matter if you are black, white, gay, straight. I say the same thing about when Justin Bieber went on a whole rant with the Grammys talking about how he needed to be nominated in the R&B album or for R&B, and he's been working years and years and years to get an R&B nom, and all he does is get pop noms.
Right.
Sir, you are a pop artist. You make pop music. Does your music have R&B elements? Yes, it does. It does. It really does. But that does not mean that it's not a pop song. Yummy is a pop song. It's
Right.
about damn time is a pop song. Industry Baby, I love Industry Baby, but Industry Baby is a pop song. It's a
So
pop
why
song.
didn't he get nominated for best R&B or
That
pop
now
artist?
that's the question. That is the question. Why didn't he get nominated for R&B and pop? Why
Yeah.
didn't he get nominated for pop in general?
Right.
That is the question.
Okay. That's not
So
an
that
unpopular opinion.
mean, some people will probably be like, well, no, you just making excuses now. No, they're being homophobic and rude, and you're making excuses for them.
Right. No,
No,
yeah,
I'm
I
I'm
don't think
coming
that's
from a
unpopular.
technical standpoint. I'm coming for a technical standpoint.
Yeah.
Now, as much as people might hate it, Jack Harlow makes hip hop music. Does he deserve to be in the nomination? I don't really
No.
think so. No, but
No.
he does make hip hop music.
Black entertainment. Television.
Anyway. But yeah, Lil Nas has 1000% every reason to be upset. He has reasons. He has reasons. It's not because his music sucks. What I've been hearing, his music don't suck. Y'all just don't like him. Um and yeah, I just feel like he should have got some sort of nomination. He
Also,
is yeah. The numbers don't
also,
lie. The
numbers
numbers
don't
don't lie.
lie. Numbers don't lie. Also, one thing that I want to say is, hold on one second. I gotta check somebody.
Not you gotta check somebody.
All right. So another thing that I want to say is this: I 1000% agree with Kanye West. What he said way back when the hip hop industry is extremely homophobic. Just look at people like Lil Boosie as a as an example, right? Um, and then one thing that I've been seeing in the comments, because I love looking at the comments just to see what the people are saying, so we could bring it here. Um, a lot of people are saying, "Oh, well, they've nominated Tyler the Creator and they've nominated Frank Ocean, so it can't be homophobic."
Two
So with
things could be true at the same time.
yes, and those men that they're speaking of, they are more, how do you say, palatable, right?
Mhm.
To they are, yeah. So our producer said they are not the same expression. Exactly. They're not the same expression. So Tyler the Creator and Frank Ocean are more palatable. So within the community, between the LGBTQ community, when with gay men, you have your people who are quote unquote more masculine presenting, and those people who are more feminine presenting, right? So the ones who are more masculine presenting are more quote unquote acceptable by the masses, right? So you'll hear stuff like, "Oh, what? You don't come off as a gay." Um
You
you
don't
hear
look
stuff like,
gay.
yeah,
You don't
they'll be
look
like,
gay.
you're not gay. Kind of like white people who be like, yeah, 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 you're not black. You don't speak like, you speak very proper and all of these things. So it's the same exact thing. So as a whole, for the hip hop community is very misogynistic, very, very toxic, right? So of course a Frank Ocean would be more palatable than somebody who's like a Lil Nas X, who's gonna show up on a red carpet in a dress, who's gonna have his booty out, shaking his booty on stage and kissing another man. You feel me?
Yeah, I also feel like even though I feel like Lil Nas X is also being 100% himself authentically, I
Mhm.
also do think he does take it up a notch
Of
just to
course.
piss people off.
Of
Just
course.
to piss people off.
He's a disruptor.
Yeah.
And if you notice, there's disruptors are who really move the culture forward. We'll just speak through music, especially like disruptors have always, whatever you think. I mean, look at people like Lil Kim. She was a disruptor. She's like, "Oh,
Mhm.
you guys have a problem with sex? Okay, boom. I'm gonna put a sex down your throat." Pause. You even look like in the you even look at like the gospel industry. You have a disruptor. Me, myself, Kirk Franklin. I was a disrupt. No, but for real, you look at Kirk Franklin. For those of you who think
Is
the
Carry
gospel
On is
music
a
has gone too
disruptor as
far,
well?
you think we've gotten too radical with our message where you ain't heard nothing. Like he was a disruptor. They had a problem with the way that he did things. And then what did he say? All right, I'm gonna continue to do merge secular music and gospel music. I'm gonna continue to bring something fresh. So Lil Nas is in that same, like I feel like Lil Nas is in that same, Lady Gaga, another one. She ain't
Mhm.
she ain't part of the community, but we still rock with her, right? We kind of like her or whatever. She was a disruptor. So I think Lil Nas is definitely a disruptor. And I feel like he's opening some doors, and we're going to continue to see those doors, and everybody might not embrace it, right? But now we have more people out here. You have people like your Saucy Santanas now.
I want to know if Saucy Santana is going to get nominated for anything. That's going to be the things that make you go,
yeah.
Is
And
Lil Nas X just saying something, or
more talented rap wise than Lil Nas X?
Listen, I never personally listened to a Saucy Santana song until a couple days ago. It just popped up on my thing, and I hear the stuff on TikTok, like Material Girl, like that, like I just hear that, but like I actually listened to. First of all, I actually listened to Material Girl like all the way through, and then another song of his, and I was just like, "Oh, it's kind of bump, like it's kind of go." Like he rap it, like he take it seriously.
Yeah. So
shout out to Saucy.
So shout out to Saucy. But then again, he's not palatable, quote unquote palatable, because now not only he's a gay male who's feminine, he's also, because the industry is also what? Fat phobic.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Because you see that with Lizzo. Lizzo gets heat for certain things that she wears, but if it's anybody else, they're like, "Oh, that's sexy, woo woo woo." But when Lizzo wears it, it's like, "Oh, she should do better." Why should she do better? Because she's a big girl?
Where the big girls at?
Something to think about. But I'll let y'all think about that as we go to commercial. We will be back, and we have a lot to talk about because Dick Cannon is back in the news. So you are listening to Conversations with the Culture, and we will be back after this.
I don't say I hate many things, but I have a hatred for Walmart. Oh, wow. It has been long-standing. And so, I don't know if you guys know this, but the Walton family is the richest family in America.
Really?
Yes.
Richer than Bezos?